Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, if you can't guess it already, if you're a current subscriber, yes, I put my hair extensions back in. But it's a little different this time around. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my experience with hair extensions. I've been around the block having hair extensions, put them back in. I want to tell you guys about my experience, my thoughts, and just like some tips and just some insight on them. If you're new to them, you're thinking about getting them. I do have very fine, fragile, thin hair. I kind of repaired it recently. If you're a subscriber, you've seen after taking out my last time wearing extensions and seeing it get healthy over the last couple months, but definitely repaired it. But I do have very fine hair. So grab a drink, sit back, and if you like all things beauty, don't forget to hit subscribe. I do a new video every Sunday. Let's dive into the chat. Let's just talk about my current situation first. So my hair got pretty long naturally. So I got some hair extensions back in. So this is the length, not as long as last time, but that's okay because I don't want like super long hair. And the ones that I got put in have like some highlights in it, so gives me some dimension. It's really pretty, especially with summer come up. I might just get a little front highlight just to kind of blend it in. So if you're new to my channel or you're just curious, I'm gonna insert a clip here of what my hair looked like just before I got my hair extensions in, just so we can have a comparison, and that way when I take my hair extensions out in a couple months, we can see if they cause damage or not, because I don't really know. I don't know. Don't mind no makeup, looking a little rough. This is the day before I go and get the extensions in, so I just want to show you before. Of course, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you already know what my hair looks like, but if you're new here, this is my hair. I curled it yesterday, so it's still got some curl going on, but you can see it got pretty long and stayed pretty healthy, so I don't know. I've been loving my hair lately. I just need a little more volume, I feel like, so we'll see what happens. But if I stand up, just to show you reference to where it is on my body. It's hard to tell in this t-shirt, but pretty long. Let me show you the back. Might be a little second day hair, but this is the back. Can you see it? And then so when I pull my hair, my ponytail is really, really thin. Like literally can like wrap my fingers around it. This is just a little before my hair. It looks really voluminous because of the curls. This is day 2 and you can see it's really getting way down on the top of my head, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, so now this I have 2 wefts in across my head. The first time around I had 3.5. I had 3 on my head and then I had a short little one on the back of my neck. So like when I pulled my hair up, it would hide the extension because my hair probably was about this length naturally when I got those in. These are the same hair because I had so much hair left over, I saved it. My natural hair is a lot longer. This is my natural hair. It's pretty much the same length as the extensions. So we just did 2 rows. My whole goal was just to have 1 row with for volume, but my hairstylist was worried that it wouldn't blend as well just because my hair is on the finer, thinner side. She didn't want it looking stringy and just like not blending well. So we went with 2 wefts. I've had them in for about a week. This time around has been a much better experience. 2 theories behind that. She definitely placed them different this time since we only did 2. I just have 2 like right here. I don't have any like low on my head or up on my head. So because my hair is on the longer side, I can get away with that. If you have shorter hair, you probably will have to do more wefts just for it to blend nicer. But if you have longer hair, you can get away with 1 or 2. I was kind of sad that I couldn't just do 1 because this is a lot of hair and it does feel like a thick band on my head, but the result is really, really pretty. So having less amount of rows, I feel like my hair is tangling less, it's less heavy. I feel like it's better for my scalp. I feel like the experience is already better because I don't have all these wefts all over my head. And then my other theory is why it's a better experience is because my hair is longer and healthier this time around. Since my hair in the past was shorter, I feel like it was just tangling with the 3.5 wefts and I constantly had to brush knots out of my hair. Because this extension hair is like thicker hair, it's a little more coarse, and it was just tangling and I was constantly brushing my hair and getting giant knots out. And I think that's what damaged my hair, was I was just ripping through the knots because I mean, I was gentle at first, but after days and days of constantly brushing your hair like 20 times a day because of knots, if I didn't like wear it in a ponytail. I was just so sick of it after like 2 months, and I just started like really just ripping through the knots because I was so burnt out from brushing my hair. So this time around, I not experienced any knots whatsoever, and I think it's because A, I have less wefts and the placement's different, and B, my natural hair is longer and healthier, so I just think it's not tangling at all. So I'm a lot happier this time around. Definitely a lot happier. Let me just show you. So yeah, I have a good amount of hair above it. So here is one weft here. Okay. And then the second one, so there's a little space in between, but the second one is down here. So I still have all this underneath is my hair. So when I say wefts, the kind I have are the sewn in wefts. So take little sections of hair and clamp beads on them, and then they take 2 long pieces of wefts, sandwich the beads together, and then they take a string and sew the 2 wefts together all the way around, and that's how they stay in your hair with the beads. And then she cut it obviously to blend with my natural hair. I think I had 18-inch extensions, but we definitely cut them because they were super long, and I'm really short naturally, so having like really long hair just wouldn't look natural in my opinion. So I love this length. I think it's great. Definitely, you know, my ponytail looked good. Yeah, so this time around I'm pretty happy. Now, let me tell you about some other insights. So I've had the eye-tip ones, so the individual bead ones, all over my head. I've had those in the past. What I liked about them is they never tangled ever, and I could let my hair air dry. The hair I think was a little nicer, or maybe it was just more spread out throughout my head that I just felt like it was a little more silkier. I could let my hair air dry. Past videos where my hair was ombre, where it was like brown and then blonde, I actually have a few videos about that. They're really old, so I'm not going to link them, but you can find them on your own. Those were the eye tips. I actually have a video on that, so check that out if you're interested. I do think my hair did grow with those and wasn't as damaged because I let my hair air dry. I wasn't brushing through knots. I rarely styled it. But I do think it was probably pretty damaging to the scalp because of having all those individual beads all over your head. And also the move up appointments were so long because they had to move up every individual bead. And it was definitely a lot more time consuming, and it was way more painful. The first time I got all those little beads all over my head, like could not move my hair because it hurt so bad the first few days. With the wefts, it's not really painful. You do have like a tight sensation for the first week, but it's not painful like the individual beads. The only side effect I notice is the itching. The first day or two, it's like you don't experience itching. The first week though, like I'm experiencing itching now. So, let me get a product that helped save me because I was panicking and my scalp was so itchy. I'm going to show you that in a second, but it's just like the tension from the wefts and beads on your scalp that your scalp is just trying to adjust. So it is extremely itchy, in my opinion. Like I am just like constantly itching. And the first time I got them in, I was like panicking that I was having an allergic reaction. Do not panic. Do not panic. It's just your scalp adjusting. Okay, I'm back. So, if you're experiencing itching from extensions, this I picked up on a whim when I was panicking the first time around getting them in. This is a lifesaver. So it's a 10 Scalp Restore Miracle Calming Spray. So it's water-based. It doesn't have oil in it, so it's not going to bother any beads or anything or your wefts. Now, if you have tape and extensions, I would be a little bit more careful because you do have adhesive in there, so I don't know what that's going to do. But this didn't bother my extensions at all. Basically, it gives you an instant cooling, refreshing sensation, helps reduce scalp itching and flaking, soothes your scalp. So I just spray this where I'm itching along the weft, especially before bed is when I notice it the most. And it just like doesn't take the itch away, but it gives like a minty, calm feeling to the scalp, soothing feeling to the scalp that it distracts you from the itch. And another great thing about this is the little nozzle, so I can literally pinpoint it where it itches and spray. You know, that is like amazing. And it doesn't make my hair oily. I mean, it's gonna make your hair a little wet, but if you just spray it along the weft, it will help solve all your itching problems. it's a lifesaver in the beginning when your wefts are itchy. After week 1, I've noticed that the itching is not even there, rarely there. Maybe when my hair is starting to get oily, but after your scalp adjusts, the itch will not be there. So do not panic, and if you're panicking, get a calming spray. You'll be fine. Another thing I want to mention is you want to get like really nice soft hair ties. You're going to have a lot more hair. So these are, I don't know, you can get these soft fabric-y, no dent, no damage hair ties anywhere, Target, Ulta, and they're just really soft, and you're going to have a lot of hair and it's going to be heavy. So you're going to be wanting something that can hold it together without, you know, damaging or ripping any hair. So I'd recommend these. And then another thing is, sorry, my brush is dirty. You definitely want to get a brush that is really gentle on knots or wet hair because you're probably going to have tangles. I would recommend this Tangle Teezer just because the bristles are really flexible so they won't like rip through knots, and it's really gentle. Another good brush that I like is the Unbrush. I bought this from Amazon. Again, the bristles are flexible. They're a little more spaced out, and it's also vented if you want to blow dry, which brings me to another point. You do not need this. You do not need a Dyson or a SharkFlex Style, but I have a SharkFlex Style and I got it last year when I had hair extensions. But let me tell you, it has saved my life for hair extensions. Cuts down time, it dries them faster. It's just an amazing hair tool that really helps me when I have hair extensions. Not saying you need it, it's just really saved me a lot of time. It's powerful, it dries fast, and also has the brush attachments which make it really nice. So I would recommend it if you're kind of like gonna be investing in hair extensions. You're gonna want to be investing in nice hot tools as well and good hair products. That is where we're at. I can show you the back. Maybe I can back up and show you how long they are. I just threw some curls in today. Again, I have very fine hair, so I barely had a ponytail, and now my ponytail is so thick that it's like so heavy that I had to just wear it at the nape of my neck. I will get a knot here or there, but like generally knotless, which is amazing. And again, you're going to want to use really good leave-in products, a deep conditioner in the shower. I use a leave-in hair oil, a leave-in hair conditioner, and a strength treatment in my hair every time I, wash and shower. But yeah, this time around, I'm having such a better experience. I'm also making this video just so I can like document to see like how my hair is after I take them out. I don't know if I'll wear them as long as I did last year just because I've been really enjoying. I kind of had guilt getting them in because I was really repairing my natural hair and I was really enjoying just letting it air dry and look natural, and it was really pretty and it was growing, and so I feel really guilty about getting these in this time period. But I have a few really special events coming up in the next few months, so I figured it'd be a good time to get them in. But I do feel guilty because my hair was really good and looking really pretty, but we'll see. So this is a good, test to see if they are damaging, because I hear mixed reviews. People are like, no, they're not damaging. Other people are like, yes, my hair was ruined. I do think my hair was really damaged last time was because of the knots and the tangles and brushing and ripping through the knots and just having so many wefts for my fine, fragile, thin hair. I'm curious to see how it is, this time around. And this time around, it also was less expensive because I already had the hair. I already own the hair, so I really just needed to pay for install and maintenance move up. For installing the wefts, it was $100 per weft placement, so that's not bad in my opinion. I've heard other places could be a lot more expensive. And then move up, I think it's $25 per weft, so it's gonna be like $50 just to move them up every 6 to 8 weeks. In my opinion, that is really cheap. So yeah, you'll get them moved up because obviously the wefts are gonna grow out with your hair. And then after, so I think you wanna do 6 to 8 weeks because you gotta get them moved up. And then I think my hairstylist, after 3 or 4 move-ups, we take them all out. I'll probably take a break, and then she likes to put them back in kind of on a different area of hair, a little lower, a little higher, just to give that other hair a break, if that makes sense. So just really trying to keep the scalp healthiest. Hey guys, sorry. I'm back, and it's totally a different day. My memory card ran out of space and I deleted stuff, and my camera said it still had no memory. So I ended up just popping on here real quick today. My hair's not clean, but I just have a few more pointers to give you guys just to wrap up this video. And also I wanted to show you what this hair looks like air dried. So I washed it yesterday and let it air dry. I went to the gym today, so it might be a little more kind of oily on the top. I haven't used any dry shampoo yet, but this is it air dried with like my natural hair. So I just want to point out some more things because I feel like when I was reviewing some of the film, I didn't give you like great like views. This is it air dried, so it dried pretty straight. So it takes a long time to air dry. I just prefer it because it feels healthier for me, and I feel like, I don't know, it's just easier, less time consuming. And before I go to bed, if my wefts still feel damp, I take my SharkFlex Style and I just shoot some hot air to dry the wefts, because you really don't want to be sleeping on wet hair or on your wet wefts. I know there are some theories out there that people say it's healthier when you have hair extensions to blow dry your hair right away so that wet hair isn't pulling on your hair when it's wet, because when your hair is wet is when it's at its most fragile state. So some theories out there are like dry your wefts right away, but for me, I wash my hair more frequently, every like 3 or 4th a day. So to be using heat on my hair every day just doesn't work for my lifestyle. So I find I just let it air dry and then just shoot hot air on the wefts after a couple hours to just finalize, to make sure everything's dry. I mean, my hair naturally is kind of straight. It will have like a slight wave in it, but the hair extensions dried really nice. Pretty straight, pretty silky. I mean, they're a little poofy and feel a little more frizzy as they're drying, but after a couple hours or even the next day, they feel silky smooth because the cuticle is sealed after like a couple hours. I do want to show you. So where you can see my natural hair, this is my natural hair here. So that's my natural hair length with my wefts in. So you can see the wefts are a little longer, and obviously they're going to keep getting longer as the weft grows out. I mean, my hair will grow too, but you can see that it's starting to get a little longer. My hair is pretty long naturally, and the length is almost pretty similar with the wefts. You can kind of tell where my hair is in the hair mix, kind of, because my hair definitely has a different texture. It's a lot finer. Really, the average person is not going to tell that you have hair extensions, especially if you add some curl or style them. All right, I do want to show you the wefts a little better, and bear with me if my hair is a little more dirty. So this is all my hair on top, and then here's my first weft. So hopefully you guys can see that. So you're probably not going to be able to see the beads, but if I split these two wefts here, you can see the little individual beads here with my hair. Just to explain the process, so she took this little piece of hair, clamped a bead here, and did a whole row, and then took the two pieces of weft, sandwiched them, and then sewn it together with a piece of string. Okay, so that's the top weft. Show you where the bottom weft is. And then here is the bottom weft. There is a good amount of space in between both wefts. I wonder if you can start to see it growing out a little, because what has it been, 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Hopefully you can see that a little better. Sometimes when my hair, like I said, is more dirty or more weighed down and I pull my hair back for the gym, which the average person, let me tell you, is not going to be able to tell that you have hair extensions. But especially if your hairstyles matches your bead pretty well. Sometimes like my bead will be sticking out because I do have like finer, not as much hair on the sides here. But like, really, who's gonna like really know like, oh my gosh, she has a bead? 99% of people won't notice. And if they do, it's just because they've probably had hair extensions before. Yeah, and I find when I pull my hair up, I like to just keep it down low here, just like that, just because it's the most comfortable, because again, you have a lot more weight. Look how great my ponytail looks. So you have a lot more weight, it's heavier. I feel like the wefts are less noticeable when they're just like laying naturally flat. I could probably, I don't know if I can put it up on top of my head. Let's see. See, you could just really see, I don't know. I just don't think with my hair, since it's so fine. I mean, maybe if it was day one where my hair was really clean, like this hair would be like less oily and would cover the beads, but honestly, it's so heavy, you're not gonna want it on top of your head. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And then I think the last point that before my camera shut off was just talking about like, you know, scalp health and keeping your hair and your hair extension hair really healthy, because your hair extension hair is real hair, so you want to take care of it as well as you can to make it last. You're gonna want to use, you know, good hair products. You're gonna want to limit the heat, or, you know, use really gentle heat like the SharkFlex Style, just blow drying it really gently, putting in like really good leave-in products, using a silk pillowcase. I wear my hair in a braid when I go to bed, making sure it's like completely dry. Loose braid when you go to bed. I wouldn't just have it all out because you're going to toss and turn and you can like kind of pull and snag on the hair. And also you want to extend the life of your extensions as long as you can because they're expensive. Obviously it's going to depend on the quality and the ones that your hairstylist uses. The one that my hairstylist used, at first I thought I didn't like them, but this time around I really love them. They are a little more coarse and thick, obviously, because, you know, they're meant to withstand and like help your hair look thicker and just withstand being hair on a weft that doesn't get like natural oils. Like your natural hair gets your natural oils and the protective oils from your scalp. Hair extension hair doesn't. So you just definitely want to like help maintain it. And this hair, I'm actually surprised how well the hair has lasted and kept up with. And also my wefts, like sometimes if you don't have good hair quality wefts, you can see them like thinning out and the hair falls off and they're just really like thin and sparse after like 2 to 3 months. This hair quality is really good. I mean, they look so full and thick still, and I already had them in for 6 months, so that's a really good way to tell that you have good quality hair. So I am really happy with this hair. I don't really know exactly the brand. I want to say she mentioned something like Halo Hair, if that's a brand. I'm not sure, but definitely just, you know, trust your hairstylist. They usually take the time and, you know, do their research and use whatever hair they like working with their clients with. So I would just definitely, you know, trust their judgment. Another thing that I do that helps my hair and the extension hair is every night before bed I put in some kind of leave-in product on the ends of my hair and then put it in a braid and sleep in it. So like a leave-in conditioner, like a light oil, something that's not gonna make it oily or weighed down, but it's gonna keep the ends really hydrated, because like your natural hair and an extension hair, the ends are gonna be the first part of the hair to dry out. So just definitely keeping them moisturized throughout the week is definitely going to help extend the life of them as well. But yeah, my overall experience has been pretty good, I would say. I mean, I cut them back in, so it hasn't been terrible, and I feel like this time around it's just really learning what works for you, what works for like your lifestyle, and how much time and commitment you're willing to put into it, and just kind of catering the hair extension and talking to your hairstylist about, you know, what would work best for your life is definitely the way to go. And I've definitely enjoyed the hair extensions. My hair absolutely looks beautiful all the time. It's a good confidence boost. I've just really enjoyed them. It is a lot of work and money, obviously, and some time with like styling them. They take a little longer, but you know, the outcome is really pretty, and it's nice to, you know, have them in once in a while. I wouldn't say that you should probably have them in forever all the time. I feel like you should take breaks from them and let your hair, you know, just take a break and, you know, have your scalp just breathe a little bit. But I generally have had a good experience, and we'll see when I take these out in a couple months to see where my hair is at. I'll definitely keep you guys updated, but so far, you know, I've really been enjoying this hair extension journey. And I don't think, like I said, the actual hair extension, like the sewn in wefts, is damaging. I think it's just what happened with my hair, like I explained earlier in the video, a bunch of factors all in one. And my hair was already in a fragile state from like bleaching it blonde, wasn't really in the best condition when I got those hair extensions in, so I just think it was a combination of all the factors. So yeah, that's my hair extension experience. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below. I would be happy to answer them. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see, you know, my hair care routine for my extensions, the products I use, maybe me styling it, just what I generally do, adding some curls in, let me know down below. I would be happy to film one of those videos for you guys, and anything else you would like to see. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and you know, I hope if you decide to get on the hair extension wagon that it's a good experience for you. And if you had a good experience, let me know down below. It's always trial and error when you try any kind of new beauty thing, trust me. I've been around the ringer, but again, I hope you have a good experience with it. And again, any questions, let me know down below, guys. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!